coverage of Bitcoin and the crypto charts. I'm your host, Asim, at the Chart Experts. And I didn't really need to do a video, but I know many people are twiddling their thumbs right now, thinking what's happening with the market. And we'd just like you to know that we haven't really changed our forecast as usual. So we are expecting for Bitcoin to continue to move down. Okay, um, we've stated on Patreon many times that it's simply our reading of the story of the charts, and I'm just going to briefly outline once again why that is. Okay, so we've had accumulation previously below 15.5k. Okay, up to this level here, 31.5k. After which, really no one has been able to buy any significant positions in this market. Okay. Now, this is covered more fully in our previous videos, so I'm not going to bore you with it right now. So since then, what we've seen is a continuous move higher. Okay, and once the market has continued to move higher, what we've seen is increased buying occurring in this market. So in effect, we've had a shortage of supply occurring, and the shortage of supply is just being exacerbated because the dynamics of the market have now changed. Also, because the current buyers in the market are not buying from these guys here who are unwilling to sell at these prices. Um, so in effect, they're just soaking up any excess supply. Now, fortunately for these guys, we have had the likes of GBTC selling and so on, but that's not enough to satisfy their demand. So we've seen the market move higher. They have been buying the market, but it's come to a point now where do they get their supply from? Okay, and we've seen the halving occur now as well, which is again cut supply even further. So we have to ask these questions rather than blindly thinking that the market is just somehow going to make us rich, and everyone holding will continue to hold into hundreds of thousands or even a million, as I've seen suggested. Once again, these people they look at patterns, they look at cycles, but they really just do not understand price action. They don't understand the market participants. Okay, once you understand the market participants, then everything suddenly starts making a lot more sense. But to simply blindly rely on patterns and copy patterns, I've seen all sorts of um, pure rubbish, to be honest, occur. Those patterns mean nothing unless you understand the price action. Why is price moving in a certain direction, and why must it go up? Why must it go down? And I don't use these words lightly. Okay, in this situation, we would say, from a chart expert's point of view, that price must move down. Okay, this is not an option. This is not a if scenario for us. Now, obviously, we can be wrong. We can have read the market incorrectly, in which case we have to say, yeah, sure, we read the market incorrectly. Okay, but I can't see what we're missing here. Okay, this seems to be a fairly obvious scenario where the market must move downwards. Okay, again, this is not financial advice. Please do your own analysis. We're just reading the markets as we usually do, and we could be wrong. Okay. Right. So we're looking at this market now. We've had a brief peak for a few weeks now above the previous all-time high of 69k. Okay. These people who bought here, okay, be they breakout traders or retail traders, not sure. Well, most likely breakout traders. Okay. Um, um, they've bought the market. They are on totally the wrong side of the market now. Okay, and we expect them to panic sell sooner or later. Okay, who are they going to be panic selling to? Um, the big boys. Okay, the whales. Okay. Okay, so right now we're just looking for this market to come to the realization that there is no supply up there. Okay, and the halving has occurred as well, cutting supply even further, and that this market now has to come down to collect limit orders. Okay, now how far it comes down depends on how much supply is needed, but we are expecting significant, sizable moves down. Okay, and our primary target right now is 50k. Okay, we are expecting the market to move down um, swiftly or slowly. It doesn't matter. I guess it's better for the market to move down slowly, to basically create sell stops, and then to move higher, then create lower sell stops, lower highs, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. Okay, so those lower lows are basically the order of the day as far as we see them. But in our eyes, this market does not have anywhere to go except downwards. Okay, right. So moving on to Ethereum. Okay, once again, we see this market moving lower. Okay, now once the ETFs were introduced, the market dynamics changed because now most of the big boys realize that what can happen in Bitcoin can also happen in Ethereum, and also in Solana. Okay, and again, this issue of supply becomes very important because because the big boys are need big positions, and for their big positions to occur, they need to accumulate these projects. So they need to accumulate. They need to accumulate Ethereum. They need to also accumulate Solana. Okay, so um, if you've been following us on Patreon, you'll know that we are expecting Ethereum to move down, and for Ethereum, the primary target is firstly 2500 right now. Okay, 2500 would be our first target for Ethereum to move down to. And in Solana, we are expecting for 100, and possibly lower than that, to occur. Okay, so those are the big three. We don't regard these as alts anymore. I know, Bitcoin maximalist and all. Yeah, the, the the one bring to all them to rule them all. um, no, we don't regard these. These are massive projects. They are not all projects. They're not a side dish to Bitcoin anymore. Ethereum is huge. Solana is on its way to becoming very huge. It's already huge on certain metrics, and there's obviously the mother coin, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, we don't regard them as alts. none of them. Um, and So those are the big three. We are expecting for these markets to move downwards, okay, because they are all three of them potential for further ETFs and other um, funds. Um, I'm sure they can think of all sorts of derivatives as well from those ETFs. So a lot of accumulation needs to occur in these markets, and we are expecting for um, that accumulation to commence henceforth. Okay, so I know this might seem disappointing if you've been following, for example, you know, cycle analysis. You might be familiar with that. You might be familiar with uh, what is it, stock to flow ratio or whatever else people follow. Just thinking that just because it makes sense on you know on paper, uh, price should go up. No, that markets don't work that way. I'm sorry for all those followers of Raoul Powell and who else is there? Uh, all these entertainment channels with millions of followers. I know you're expecting the market to move higher, but according to the chart experts, this market has to move lower. Okay, again, this is not financial advice. It's simply our reading of the story of the charts, and it's not difficult to do on a basic level. Um, but certainly, yeah, sure, it's counter to everything that what you're probably being told right now from all these other channels who do not understand how to read price action and do not understand how charts work. Okay, I hope this helps in terms of how how you may understand the market better, because um, if it's a supply uh, crunch issue, then the market is going to come down to get your supply. Okay, and these moves have to create selling. Okay, they have to create. Um, uh, they might move down slowly to create that selling. They might come down fast to create panic selling. It depends on how much they need and how fast they need that supply. Okay, I expect at some stage we will see panic selling. Okay, because they need a lot of supply. Okay, we what we forecast previously was a slow staircasing down, and then a more rapid drop. Okay, that's still our preferred outlook. So the targets that we've highlighted in this video, um, they may be stage one, and then after maybe seeing a bounce after stage one, we may see a a stage three drop as well. Um, okay. Uh, if you want to call it ABC, call it ABC, whatever you like. Okay, we stopped limiting ourselves to Elliott wave analysis a long time ago, um, when we went way beyond that in terms of our analysis. Okay, so I hope this helps. Hey, give this video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe if you like this type of honest, clear, unambiguous analysis. Um, and join us on Patreon, where I can keep you more regularly updated. Hey, this is Asim at the Chart Experts, wishing you every success. Take care of yourself and your crypto. Till next time. Bye bye.